So, guys, I'm sure a lot of us are aware that the federal government has dragged Nnamdi Kanu to the Supreme Court. They waited for 1 week because for some time since the judgment favored Nnamdi Kanu last week Thursday, immediately Malami issued a statement that this man must not be released because he was only discharged, not acquitted. But from the point of view, people are saying now that the man must be released. You have to obey the first order. Obey before complain. Before you say you want to take it or you want to appeal it to go to the Supreme Court, you have to release him first. And they have been on that. And a lot of people, left, right, and center, have been coming to say what they know. Falana, of course, Ozekome is one of the lawyers. They have been telling Malami that he does not have case. He does not even have the moral justification. Even for him to have even gone to the Supreme Court now, he does not have what it takes. The federal government does not have what it takes because they have to obey the law. And people have been calling Buhari. You said there's nothing like political solutions, that all the allegations levied against Nnamdi Kanu must go through courts. And now the court has come out to say this man has no case. Now they don't want to obey the law. They don't want to obey the verdicts. They now waited for 1 week again so that they will start delaying the whole process. But I don't know where Malami is getting his own interpretation of the law. How can you discharge somebody without being acquitted? I don't understand. For those who are law inclined, you should be able to tell us. We have Falanos. Of course, they have said what they have to say, and that is what the law says. I don't know why Malami and the rest of them, a majority of the people who are not happy with the release of Nnamdi Kanu are from the north, especially the Fulani Esme. You know what it means. And the bone of contention now is that since the federal government of Malami, of course, they are the presidency, Malami and Buhari, they have dragged Nnamdi Kanu back to Supreme Court, that they are not agreeing to that verdict given by the appeal court. The Fulani Esme, whether they are the one called the bandit or the Mark Band, Miyetti Hala, they want to hold nationwide protests that Nnamdi Kanu must not be released. You know that they have issued a statement before that it will be dangerous for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. And when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped was renditioned back to Nigeria, they jubilate, they were so happy. Malami came out, he was giving press statements, he was giving details of how everything went. And we now know that they even spent money, because the federal government has said they spent a lot of money in bringing Nnamdi Kanu. I don't understand, because you guys you're not going to be there forever. And there's no way in the constitution that when you have said something that it cannot be upturned. But now, with the law, Nnamdi Kanu is a free person. Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. Before you will say, oh, somebody is innocent until proven guilty. Now they have gone to the competent court of jurisdiction. They have set this man free. What else do you guys want? What else do you really want? I don't understand. I can't really fathom it. Because when you begin to see the way these people behave, there are a lot of things, insinuations out there that there's some kind of plan. People will tell you, oh, it is not possible. It is not possible. But we can see it. We can feel it. We should not be lying to ourselves. We should tell ourselves the home truth. The people who are ought to have known better, they will look the other way. The other day, IPOP called out the monarchs from the southeast, the politicians from the southeast. Before now, all of them were like, oh, yeah, Nnamdi Kanu, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Now that Nnamdi Kanu has been released, you cannot talk that. Now, you say you don't want the plea or the political solutions to the release of Nnamdi Kanu, that it has to go through the process, the due process. Yeah, it has gone through the due process. The man has been released. Now, the people who are calling for his release, now they cannot say anything that Buhari, okay, now, you have to fulfill your promise. That is what you said. I don't really understand. I don't understand. They are even keeping quiet. You are keeping quiet, but some other people are calling out to go on protest that this man should not be released. On what law? Based on what? Before now, they were all jubilating that Nnamdi Kanu was brought back to Nigeria. The other man, of course, we'll be making reference to all those who are against the release of this man. Asari Dokubo, he said he smoked him out. That he told him that he will smoke him out. He was jubilating, he was feeling big, he was living larger than life. They never expected this kind of a thing will happen. And we learned that even the judges, some of them are having problems with the presidency. I don't understand, because the judiciary supposed to be independent, but at times they try to lean to the command or the directive of the executive. It's just really, really ridiculous. The whole world say this is the right thing. It's only Malami and Buhari, they are the ones who are saying different thing. Now they have been dragged again to US Congress. Malami and Buhari, they have been dragged to US Congress. Let them go and say that. I don't know who has the power over these people. But when it comes to the issue of borrowing, give us this, give us this, give us that, at the end of the day, they will be telling you, they will not be forming innocent country or innocent people that do not know. They not be forming what do they call it, underdeveloped or developing country. But when it comes to the right thing for them to do, when they are doing the wrong thing, that is when they will not be telling you that oh, Nigeria is a sovereign country, nobody can tell us what to do, what not to do. Now we have our own judicial system now that has vindicated this man. They still don't want to accept it. It is not other court, it's not another court from outside that has vindicated Nnamdi Kanu, that has released Nnamdi Kanu. The same local, this thing, they say they swear allegiance to the authority of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So what are you doing? What are you doing? When it favors them, they will not be telling you that this and that, the law must take its course, the law must do this, the law must do that. The worst part of it now is that these people called Miyetti Allah S-men or whatever, whether they are Arewa, but we know the region they are coming from. And what is peppering them? What did they pepper them? They say they don't want this country to be divided. They don't want any what is it called? Any restructuring. And some people are just sitting down, forming political correctness. What do we call this? The Igbo politicians, what are you guys doing? You are keeping quiet. This is the time for you to have power. That yes, this is what the law has said. You are keeping quiet. You are not saying anything. Malami, before he went to Supreme Court, he has been telling us that the release of Nnamdi Kanu is dependent on what the politicians or the elders from the southeast, what they are going to be saying. They are the ones that will release him. But before we could say Jack Robinson, he'd already go Supreme Court. What does that say one? What does that say one? So let us see where these ones will be holding their nationwide protest for Nnamdi Kanu not to be released. Let us see how it goes. Thank God that the people from the southeast, especially the hip hop, they are calling everybody. Una dey see am o, everybody. Una dey see say they don't release this man o. Una know they talk o. But the question is that if Nnamdi Kanu was to be from the north, do you think now we for the smile by now? We for not the smile now. We for not the smile. We know what would have been, what would have done, what they would have done in the north. That if this man was from the north and the court said they should release him, they will start destroying everywhere. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.